there's been an absolute revolution in ad monetization in the last few weeks. It's been a complete shakeup, and it's all been done by Google, and it's been done in a short time period, and it's been perfectly executed and timed by the Google senior leadership, like to a T. I probably think that this is the most impactful ad monetization news in the history of ad monetization. Not to admit it can actually a bit dramatic, but like just to highlight how big of a thing this is.
This is no bullshit gaming podcast, 2.5 gamers, sharing actionable insights, dropping knowledge from our day-to-day user acquisition, game design, and ad monetization jobs. We are definitely not discussing the latest industry news, but having so much fun. Let's not forget this is a 4 a.m. conference discussion vibe, so let's not take it too seriously.
Okay. Anyway, welcome everybody. This is session number 92. My name is Matej Lancaric.
I'm Felix Braberg.
And I'm Jakub Remia.
And we are your hosts. And we also work as consultants. So if you need help on the game design, a UA, or ad monetization side, give us a call. We are here for you. So what are we talking about today? So yeah, we're talking about news, hot takes, lives, are the bullshit. Oh, wait, that's a different podcast. Sorry. So I guess we are talking about something else. We are talking about the Captain Hook award. We are talking about the hybrid casual or the hunt for hybrid casual. And we are talking about Google Apocalypse. And also, I think this is going to be live on 1st of January, unless I get COVID again and feel like absolute shit. In that case, it's going to be postponed a little bit.
I need to interrupt you there, man. I need to change my internet settings because I keep dropping out and I can't hear anything. Hang on.
Which is fine.
Sorry.
We just lost your feed, Matej, like camera.
Is that just me, or is that like
I can
Matej
also
that's...
hear Matej's shit.
Okay, so Matej's internet. It's Matej's internet that's the problem.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
No, you're not. I can't hear what you're saying, bro. It's like talking. It's like talking to like a wall. I have no. Are you talking?
Sounds like Robocop.
I don't even know if you're
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it better now?
If you're talking.
Now it's better. We, as I said, like we still don't see you in the camera, but
camera. Fuck. That's okay. We don't care.
Yeah, but now it's better. Like I don't know, like maybe turn off the porn torrents or stuff like that.
No,
yeah,
I can't do. No, I can't do that. Like the Christmas porn it's like, that's the gift. What are you talking about? Anyway.
Did you do the intro? I didn't hear anything, man.
Yes, I did the intro. It's fine. If you don't want to hear the intro, then I will do it again in the post-production. It's fine. This is even better than the fucking intro. Anyway, so I think, yes. So I was writing my annual learnings and article and compared our subscribers 2022 versus 2023. And guess what? It looks like we 8x'd the number of subscribers. So it was around like 1,000 at the end of the year. And now it's 8,200, something around that. Which is not
Sounds
bad.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's
we're bigger than Enron.
Yeah, so...
And remember that, our dear listeners, Enron wasn't built in a day.
Yeah.
So didn't crash today.
Yeah. So, but yeah, a huge thanks to all of you guys for making this happen.
Thank you so much, guys. It was just
you.
a joke about Enron, but yeah. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I wasn't sure if you actually can hear me because you're just nodding. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Can they hear me? Anyway,
yeah,
okay.
It's fine now.
It's fine. Okay, good. Jakub, can you start with the hunt for the hybrid casual?
Yeah.
The mysterious.
Yeah, it's
segment.
nothing mysterious. It's kind of our usual recap of a category segment, which is not
free games. Thank you very much.
not three this time. So yeah, looking at the whole category.
Looking at the whole category, but you should grab the mic and put it next to your mouth again.
Yeah, we're looking.
Have you bought a mic, like a boom arm yet?
No, not yet.
We're almost 10,000 subscribers, and you still don't have a boom arm. So
once we hit 10,000, I'll do that.
Okay.
At least we have some motivation.
Not we, you have some motivation.
So
Or we should have
the
motivation.
overall segment, as I was looking through it, is still pretty big. We're talking mainly about companies that are switching from hyper casual publishers to hybrid casual studios, let's say. The racers list, again, as I said, is from top to bottom: Hobby, Voodoo, Crazy Lab, SayGames, Homa, Ketchup, Lion Studios, Supersonic, Tap Nation, Rolly, Quali, Green Panda
Sorry,
Games.
since I missed Matej's intro, what are you talking about? What is this?
The racers that are hunting for the biggest hybrid casual game.
Thank you. All right.
Quali, Green Panda Games, Amanauts, Good Job Games, Azure Games, Boom Hits. Yeah, there we go. So
are you sure Boom Hits are just going for hybrid? Or the Hunt Royale is already kind of like getting
that's Boom
there?
Bit.
That's Boom Bit. Okay, there
different portfolio account, but yeah, my guess is that every hyper casual publisher is now looking for hybrids. Like if not, they're probably sleeping under a rock or something. Yeah, but
don't be a dick.
Yeah, let's see. So the top winners of 2023 are definitely Hobby in the first place, Voodoo in the second, Crazy Labs in the third, and SayGames in the fourth.
And I will interrupt you right there. How can you even compare Hobby to everybody else?
Because Survivor.io is a hybrid casual game.
Sure, but Hobby was a hyper casual game before.
No, but they've had a giant hybrid. That's the thing. Leave them out of their
side on this
category, man. It's like
but they're like very big outlier of the whole category in this case.
They are a very big outlier, but doesn't mean that they're not part of this, because a lot of people are just directly copying their template or trying to copy it, or using the mechanics, and the games look very similar. So yeah, they're directly competing with them. If they like it or not, doesn't matter.
Sure.
Looking at the charts, I just our usual filter for this is 1 million IP revenue a month until we consider hybrid a big hybrid, because as I said, we never see the ad revenue on, let's say, the Sensor Tower tool we are currently looking at. The only thing we have is like Felix decimal recalculation.
Down in the ad network and ad placement coal mine where I do mathematics to work out an estimate.
Exactly. And sometimes it's horribly wrong. Sometimes it's very right.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, 1 million a month in IP revenue is the cutoff I'm using here. So if we would compare last 30 days, and to be really precise, last 30 days being from November 28th to December 28th, of course, the big outlier, as Matej mentioned, is Survivor.io, which did 12.6 million in IP revenue.
Just in IP, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, just in IP revenue. Acero, 3 million in IP revenue.
Souls is making 4 million. Wow.
Yeah, we're not counting Souls because there's
I know, but still
different genre category.
Yeah, still.
But yeah, there's Acero. Then there's Block Jam 3D.
How much are they making?
Nice.
Read out how much they're making.
Block Jam 3D, 2.4 million IP last month. I'll go through the games separately, the big ones, once I finish the list.
That's even more when we talked about it.
Yeah, it's getting like crazy. Alien Invasion, 2 million last month IP.
Still pretty good.
Mob Control, 1.9 million. Snaker, Breach, 1 million suddenly.
Okay.
Maybe some Christmas live ops.
Something is happening.
Pull it up back to the top. So yeah, Snaker's still there. And then surprisingly, all the SayGames hybrids actually went down, the big ones. So My Perfect Hotel and Dreamdale aren't breaching 1 million anymore. My Perfect Hotel is 0.8 million and Dreamdale 0.6. But there's a new game on their portfolio that we're gonna talk. So yeah, and that's pretty much it, because if I read through all the other kind of studios,
Thank you very much for listening.
such as Homa, Ketchup, Lion, Supersonic, Tap Nation, Rolly, Quali, Green Panda, Amanauts, Good Job Games, Azure Games, Boom Hits. Yeah, write us if I missed anyone significant there, but there's no big hybrids there. There's some games that are making 200 to 300k at most, as I was going through all the portfolios, but nothing in like the scale of the games we mentioned. So if we
for basically also for listeners, right? So add a little bit of padding to all the numbers that we say because we're taking them from Sensor Tower directly, right? So and then add probably another 50% just for ad revenue. Like I think that's a
sadness
pretty good
multiplier
average,
is always
right?
like 1.5x or almost 2x of what we are
that
seeing
doesn't
here.
mean that like the companies that I just read that don't have this like 1 million IP a month hybrid doesn't mean that they have a hybrid. That doesn't mean that they don't have a hybrid that makes 1 million overall, because we don't see the ad revenue. But IP wise, that's how it is. So if you look at the individual games, Survivor is kind of stabilizing. You could see that again.
A little bit growing, a little bit, right?
I would say this Christmas Live Ops, your Q5 favorite word there, which is probably kind of
not even happening.
Revenue.
It's like I see across like different games, and some games I see quite big decrease in CPIs. And
because if you look at the downloads, it's like still following the like a little bit of decline trend. So just revenue, I would say again the power of Christmas Live Ops there. Then if we switch to Voodoo, that's very big growth there.
This
good
is
job,
amazing.
guys. The Block Jam 3D game is really kicking it out of the park. Mob Control is, I would say, still in very good position and still growing, but yeah, Blockchain 3D is just like unstoppable here in this portfolio. Then
it's insane.
Yeah, what was it? Here we are. Alien Invasion. Because Alien Invasion is a little bit specific because Android version is still on multicast account, and then the other one is on Crazy Lab. So yeah, I can't put it really in one chart that easily. But anyway, looking at the revenue, it's still kind of growing. A little bit peaked in November, but currently again, maybe Christmas Live Ops, or it's just kind of still scaling up. We don't kind of see. But regarding downloads, it definitely peaked in that November October period. So yeah, but that revenue is still very, very strong, averaging something like 100K a day, I would expect, in IPs only. So it's still going very, very strong. And then if we look into SayGames, actually the whole account revenue, IP revenue, is going down, which is
it's getting a little bit better, like since mid-December.
Yeah, it's getting again maybe Christmas Live Ops, but there's this orange part here on the graph. We'll get to it. What's happening there? Because if you look at individual games, we've seen that Dreamdale already went past its peak somewhere in July, August, where it was doing like 50K a day. And then like again stabilizing a little bit in December, but still like nowhere as near as it was peaking. Same goes for My Perfect Hotel, which follows the unfortunate shark fin, as we kind of used to say here. But then the last entrant here, the Tower War game, is very, very interesting, and it's actually scaling pretty well. And keep in mind that it's been there from like January 2022. So
we talked about it in our 2.5 gamers chat.
Talk about it a little bit, but only now it seems it's going to breach that magical 1 million IP a month number. Looking at the gameplay, it seems it's actually
Empire Takeover.
Yeah,
it's fucking Empire Takeover. I saw it in the creatives, like, wait a second, we just talked about it on the podcast. I was like, oh wait, this is a different game.
Yeah, so we know that this game already works pretty well in Empire Takeover, and it's the usual Mushroom Wars kind of a iteration that we've been talking about, and works perfectly in creatives. And it seems that finally somebody built the game out of the creatives that seems to be working pretty well.
There you go, easy.
So, see, a lot of currencies, a lot of kind of things. So
you know what? Like, it seems like somebody is actually listening to this podcast.
Yeah,
as well. As you mentioned on the Doodle Magic, this game is getting copied. We already got the comment. It's getting copied. Very good, guys.
You should have copied it.
But you could see just from the screen that it's clearly a hybrid, because there's PvP, battle pass, additional missions, daily rewards. There's the usual kind of hobby left and right side of the screen UX icons. So probably we'll review this game very, very soon.
Yeah.
So
and
I'm
pretty sure like it's gonna happen in January, February, because they're gonna scale it quite heavily after the New Year's.
Let's see. Yeah, but anyway, that's it for the overall kind of a setup as we look for these games. Keep in mind that this is not a specific genre, more of a like revenue profile, where hybrid is something that is grossing 40 to 50% IPs and 50 to 60% ads. That's what we're looking for, and that's what usually every hyper casual studio is switching for, because it offers much more stable revenue and much more kind of a long-term, let's say, stability in the current market.
Man, like everybody said, like the Archer is just like the biggest hit whatsoever. And now when I'm looking at the Survivor IO numbers, like fucking out of the world.
Yeah,
just,
but
wow.
Like Survivor IO is crashing it. But yeah, that's a valid point that you said there, that like Hobby wasn't a hyper casual publisher to begin with, but they are pretty much the ones that are,
yeah, they kind of like
spearheading the trend of hybrids.
Hybrid.
Yeah.
Have Estoti gone up as well? I haven't checked their account for quite a while.
I don't know if they have like a separate account, or let's say, yeah, they have with the games that we followed on last episode, but most of the kind of big games are on SayGames portfolio account.
Yeah, but their own games are nowhere near yet.
Yeah, not scaled yet, so it's kind of soft launch there.
It takes some time, to build the game.
Yeah, but let's see. And I'm very curious how the tables and cards will switch next year, because my guess is definitely somebody will either jump on the list or get out of the list. That's my prediction here.
Or both.
Most
probably both. All right, nice.
If you had to pick one of the like hybrid or like hyper casual from the list, like that you would say will be the strongest next year, who do you think it will be?
The studios?
Yeah, and take out Hobby.
Take out Hobby. So I think Voodoo will definitely go forward. Now
they're already quite there.
Yeah, they switch places with SayGames because SayGames was before them now, and they can switch places now. So Voodoo is definitely second in the race after Hobby. SayGames, I would say, will probably keep the third position, and then there's some kind of black horses such as like Lion, Homa, Supersonic maybe, or even Quali. Let's see. Like they have the resources to pull it off.
They have
it's
the
just
resources, yes, but
it's just like you need to have the production know-how there.
That's the thing. Yeah, the resources are one thing, but if you throw like bodies on the problem, it just won't solve the problem.
Because keep in mind that most of these studios are, they are not really doing these things. External studios are doing that for them. And they need to kind
of have the know-how.
Guide them in order to make the hybrids.
Yes, that's the Asus and Dell kind of example.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Interesting. I'm definitely betting on Block Gem 3D being quite a big game next year.
Yeah.
And also we are nowhere near close to like level 100 or 120 or something that Alvaro Duarte said from Voodoo when we had the call. Like it's a different game after like certain levels.
And hopefully we'll get someone from Voodoo on the pod to talk about it.
Yeah. Yep. Or about some of the new games.
Why are you attending Games from Barcelona 2024?
Share insights and knowledge.
Have all gaming experts in one place.
Networking, great lectures.
Meet new people to learn more about the industry.
Games Forum is one of the best places to get mobile marketing insights.
See all the conferences and panels.
Staying up to date with the markets.
I'm gonna meet their amazing people, the experts in their field.
Insights and networking.
Register now and join 500 UA, product and Apple managers at Games from Barcelona, February 7th and 8th.
Yeah.
That's going to happen probably next Q1.
So are we shifting gears to talk about the revolution?
Tell us what kept you busy around Christmas.
Man, like I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, but it was playing out. But now it's played out.
Yes,
it's pretty annoying. But there's been an absolute revolution in ad monetization in the last few weeks. It's been a complete shakeup, and it's all been done by Google, and it's been done in a short time period, and it's been perfectly executed and timed by the Google senior leadership, like to a T. I probably think that this is the most impactful ad monetization news in the history of ad monetization. Not to admit it can actually be a bit dramatic, but like just to highlight how big of a thing this is, I made some memes to commiserate the occasion. Maybe Matej can add it in post-production, but I'll show it to you guys right now on screen share.
Please.
Yeah,
so far, the biggest meme king is Arzeni from Original Games.
Yeah, so this is the first one. Can you see it?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, so basically this is a guillotine, and it's basically Google taking the heads off AdMob and Google Ad Manager. The second one, Google bidding, cutting the head off AdMob and Google bidding and GAM. And then the final one, Google absolutely pulling the rug from mobile publishers, out from under mobile publishers.
Some classical art memes there.
Yes.
I know. So I'll send those to you, Matej. You can add them in post-production. But on December 14th, a product manager from Google Ads called Anurag Oya posted on Google support blog that after the 20th of January 2024, it will actively start to punish publishers that engage in AdMob placement refreshes or GAM placement refreshes. So Google has announced
somebody is also listening to this podcast.
Wasn't this like the most promoted thing?
Yeah. So basically, Google has announced that it will stop buying inventory on any publisher app for a period of anywhere between 1 week to a month, based on historic and current detected abuse. So basically, for our listeners, Google typically represents anywhere between 40 to 60% of a mobile publisher's ad revenue. So you as a publisher simply cannot risk losing that ad revenue for a week, let alone a month, especially if you're reliant on ad revenues instead of IAPs. So this hack has existed for about 3-4 years, and it's basically due to how Google have built their bidding algorithms and how they bid on placements. So how it works is that on Google on mobile, it has this unique feature compared to on how like other mobile networks make and have their bidding algorithms for new placements. On AdMob and GAM, when you make new placements, basically these ad units are forced fill with Google inventory. They get better inventory at lower margins. So basically my assumption is they drop their margins down from 30% down to 0 to basically get a lot of fill in a short time to quickly assess like how good the traffic is in the app. And it was designed so long ago that I don't think Google can actually change it. But this usually meant that from these placements, like ad revenue would typically triple or quadruple over 24 to 36 hours. So algorithms could learn quicker. On an ad ARPDAU basis, each time you did a full like AdMob and GAM refresh meant that your ad ARPDAUs would increase anywhere from 25 to 50% for a day or two, like each time you did this, right? So just let that sink in. That meant that if a publisher...
How much time during the month you could do this?
I mean, like
every day, basically.
I know about
every
a publisher that did this 3 times a day for 4 years. Like, so let me just let this sink in. That meant that every time a publisher did this, ad revenues would increase by a fourth or by a half every time you did this. Overall, that's not Google revenue. That's overall ad roll revenue, right?
Why don't we have this trick on IP revenue?
Yeah, exactly. But look, like this, but it's it's not allowed.
No.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those things where you're like,
it wasn't allowed.
It's not allowed,
it wasn't.
But you never
policed.
told about it, right? Because it wasn't policed, right? So it's like
until now.
Hey, so do you want 50% extra ad revenue?
All of these motherfuckers got punished as a Christmas gift.
So do I get it right that this is punished retroactively?
Yes.
So basically, in typical Google fashion, like the answer from this announcement, the announcement was super vague, right? So this blog came out, it's 3 paragraphs. I had to dig to find it. And then it's like not something most people would know about. But basically the AMs that I have 3 or 4 Google like AdMob AMs, they didn't know anything about this. They're like, man, we know as much as you do about this. We don't know. So after going back and forth a lot, it basically emerged that Google will have a 30-day look back period where they will police this. So that January 20th date is in fact bullshit, because if you're doing refreshes after the 20th of December, that would count as the retroactive thing. So pretty much this ad monetization hack ended on December 20th.
So everybody who did it after December 20th going to be punished in January.
Yep.
And started already being punished, right?
Yeah.
Or
no, you're going to be punished after the 20th. That's when basically the
dear
punishments will be
listeners,
doled
if
out,
you're
right?
hearing this, you're already going to be punished.
Yeah, most probably. I was like, guys, stop. You should stop.
So to put this like from a perspective from Google's, right? Like Google removed a hack that was exploited by publishers that wasn't really allowed. It basically made Google's margins not as good as they could be on on mobile. It's their network, so it's in their right to close this, gap
after 4 years.
Yeah. But publishers have been doing this for such a long time, so they're counting on this. So it's artificially inflated like the equilibrium of the market, right? So if you're putting this from a perspective of a publisher and you're feeling like this is being taken away from you, it's a bit like, let me go put on some lipstick because then, at least I can look pretty when I'm getting fucked, right? So it's not great.
But does this effectively mean that some of those like 3 times a day publishers going to be pretty much like their margins going to be dead because they were relying on this all the time?
I mean, okay, so for perspective, so let's put a hypothetical scenario here. Let's say there's one publisher that's 95% reliant on ad revenue, and they make 100K a day. Most likely in the last 3-4 years, the biggest or second biggest ad partner for rewarded video, interstitial, and banners was most likely a combination of using 3 or 4 GAM partners, and then followed by AdMob, right? Most of these publishers also did refreshes, so that meant that probably together it was probably about 40 to 50% of overall ad revenues came from these 2 networks. And let's say now when they stop doing these refreshes, probably that publisher today is making 75K a day instead of 100K a day.
Meme already.
Yeah.
75 to 80K a day,
I
right?
need to put this ad Galifunkies in here. So
anyway, I
instead
wrote
of
a blog
100K they will make 75.
80K a day. Yeah. Okay. 75, 80, right? So yeah, this is a big deal, right? So I wrote a blog post about it. I'll let Matej put a link to it in my show notes. But this is quite big, and we'll see how it plays out. I'm sure I'll hear a lot of stories about people getting punished, but that punishment is pretty harsh.
Well, that's it. I thought you were gonna talk about these like bullshit problems or around the Christmas, which is I thought this is kind of connected to this.
But I mean, like the fact that they announced this so close to Christmas, that's on purpose, I think, because then less people will complain about it because everyone's on holiday.
Sure.
You mean so like this kind of a stress situation thing's gonna evaporate so fast because it's Christmas?
I mean,
it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we'll see. We'll see then. And now we're getting very close to the
Are we finally doing the legendary Captain Hook Awards?
Yes, because this competition was announced by Felix some time ago. It was actually, do you remember when did you announce? Or
I don't know. I talk so much bullshit. I can't remember.
Mentioned the Captain Hook. I was looking. I was actually looking into it. And it was session number 82 when we were talking about top troops, and I was asking which one of these is your favorite hook. It's like in a second, it's like Captain Hook. So thank you. Match was in minute 41 and first second. So you can look it up. So we are gonna look at some creatives from big games. They're kind of killing it on the UA side, and some newcomers that I saw in the last 30-60 days, because I was going through a lot of creatives in the last 5 days. And
so this is Captain Hook 2023, right?
Yes.
The best hook in 2023.
Yes. And we're going to vote, all of us together.
I love democracy.
Yes, because I mean, so it's 3 of us, so I guess.
So you've narrowed it down to how many creatives?
Man, it's it's like 15.
Prepare to have your ears destroyed.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you should. But nah. Yeah. Okay. So it's like few games. It's like Township, Whiteout Survival, Monopoly Go, Merge Mansion, put some Candy Crush, Kingdom Guard, Hero Wars, My Perfect Hotel, and Travel Town.
I can't wait to see exploding toilets and freezing families.
And then we have some like few others like Med Survivor, which is like a new game from Uplavin, by the way. Then we have Age of Apes, and then there's one game from the company called 37 Games, which is makers of Puzzle and Survivor, but I couldn't read that fucking name. I'm not sure if it was in Chinese or whatever.
But they're pretty big, like 37 Games.
37 Games, very big. Yeah. Very, very big. Okay, so we can share the screen. I'm gonna share. So what should we? I think I'm just gonna go one by one in here, and then maybe we'll talk. I will start with Monopoly Go actually. Did you see the bullshit right there? No ads.
Okay.
How's that a hook? How's no ads a hook? I'm not going to vote for a creative that says
That's
no
fine,
ads as a hook.
Man, I know.
So
but they don't have any other hooks. That's the thing.
Animated Mr. Pennyback.
Yes, animated Mr. Pennyback. They don't have any other hooks. It's just like a lot of creatives directly connected to the board. That's it. So there's like not a hook. This is at least different. So from the hook, I mean different first 3 seconds of the video, which is grabbing your attention. And this is kind of grabbing your attention. But yeah, it's kind of bullshit. But then, yes, let's go with Hero Wars.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Was it a good hook?
It was okay. It was okay.
So this time, our hero is not pulling the sword out of cleavage, but out of a statue of a woman's mouth.
Yes. Which is fine. But then we have all these like classic kind
usual crap.
Yes, usual crap Hero Wars thing, which is not even close to the game. But it's like like it's fine. What can we do? I will just kind of this is man. This is quite interesting hook. Yes, exactly.
So a Minotaur woman is burning a bird mark on our hero's ass?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, next time I will record the whole session when I was looking into like the different crazes. Oh man, oh my God, what a different bullshit I've seen.
But yeah, this is like best creativity ever.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's great.
Yeah, so now our hero is saving the Minotaur women who burned him just like a moment ago.
Yes, but now they're friends.
Friends?
Yes, of course. It's just, quite a big twist.
So long. How long is this?
2 minutes.
So it's a story creative.
It's a story creative. But all of these Hero Wars creatives are now very much story driven, to be honest. Like it's 1 minute plus. It's almost always like 2 minutes. Like I don't know, now he's exercising. It's great.
This is the first time he's getting numbers up by not killing troops.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And what I think,
but they don't use this whole creative, right? It's just
they use it all.
But where?
Because you keep watching it.
No, you
keep watching it.
Yeah. Now he's gonna be killed. Yes.
He's not.
You know what I think?
They killed the woman.
Yes, and now you're back.
Oh my God. Oh, they did.
No, she's
there.
there.
It's there. He's there.
Okay.
So it's. I mean, I seriously, like I see these long creatives of Hero Wars almost every day on Facebook, and I'm literally like watching everyone until the end because I'm curious to see like what now is in the creatives. It's quite interesting, actually.
What new bullshit will come up?
Exactly. Yeah.
The game hasn't evolved any, right? It's still the same core gameplay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much.
The creatives is what are evolved.
Yeah. The creatives are. This is the problem. Or not the problem, but it's different.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the math
course he died in the end.
also evolved.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately. All right. See you. This is the Met Survivor I mentioned.
High production values.
So it's a play on Mad Max.
Yeah, I think that was like directly from the movie, actually.
You think
somehow.
so?
Yeah, it looked like
somehow,
it.
somehow.
It looked like that. Yeah, a little bit. But it's like this is just like a Survivor game, kind of. But it looks quite interesting.
That's a good hook.
It was
the best one so far.
Yeah, that was quite good hook. I'm keeping the best for the end.
Are we getting gradually better?
We'll see if gradually.
Gradually worse.
Yeah, gradually worse. So we can go and man, I will keep this Candy Crush at the end. This is Age of Apes.
Oh wow.
Joking.
Okay, so
Yes,
gorillas in
gorillas
real life,
love-
then switch to gorillas in Battle Royale.
In Battle Royale, yeah. But these Battle Royale kind of creatives, they use quite a lot. If you think about it, it's exactly Hero Wars concept. The
numbers concept.
Their numbers concept. They're killing each other and then
absorbing the numbers.
Yeah, absorbing the numbers. Big one and then there you go.
I'd say that's the best hook so far.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
How can that giant gorilla squeeze through that really small opening?
It's crucial to choose a character you genuinely like.
That's it.
Wait. Again? One more time?
Yeah, you don't even know like what happened, right? It was so fast.
What happened? Chopping at those trees?
It's crucial to choose a character you genuinely like.
Doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Now we have our usual AI
voice. Yeah, AI voice, exactly. I was trying to look into this game, like what? Nobody's adventure chop, I guess.
How much can a good hook reduce CPIs by?
Ooh, 40-50% easily.
Whoa.
Seriously, yeah.
Like, see, so this is the industry award, man.
Yeah. It doesn't get much better than this then. This is like the hottest award to give out in UA.
How much is this game making? Chop wood? What was it?
Man, I have no idea. I was trying to look into the sensor tower for it, but I couldn't yet. But nobody's chopped. It's written in, I think, Chinese or something else. I will share the link afterwards. But this is also kind of like very good hook, right?
Oh.
Okay. Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal is,
just a close up on Pedro Pascal's face.
Yeah, close up on Pedro Pascal is
Man, can I click on your ad right now, please?
Yes.
That was amazing.
That's a very, very good hook. But this is the thing. I'm not sure if I can count this as a hook because it's a real life creative. It's not only Pedro Pascal and then connected to gameplay. But it is, it should be in this category for sure. Because Pedro Pascal is Pedro Pascal, right?
I just want to have another season of Narcos. Come on.
All right. Let's go with My Perfect Hotel.
No Wi-Fi games. For a long car ride. Part 2.
I recently opened
our
finger with mobile phone.
Yes.
Great hook.
No,
nice polish.
No Wi-Fi games. Like that was one of the best ones. And do you remember the one that that was the balloon which exploded? Where was the no Wi-Fi games? I tried to find it, but I couldn't find it. But it just, won't be any competition to the hooks that are coming later. Okay, so that's it. Then we can do Candy Crush.
12,590 levels.
Is that true? You think?
I think they're even higher now.
It's even more. Yeah, it's even more.
So 12,590 levels.
Even like that's interesting hook. It's like
yeah,
what?
It is.
It's quite a lot.
But that's even more hammers home that
15,700 something.
Into this.
Whoa. Oh.
Yeah, but that was hyper casual.
It wasn't hyper casual. It was a TikTok meme. I will share it afterwards.
I knew I saw it somewhere.
It was a TikTok meme, and then I will share it afterwards. This is like actually, guys, King. This was brilliant because I was trying to.
Very good.
I was trying to kind of combine it with some games I managed. I couldn't find like a best really good combination, but this is a very good combination. Like this is very, very clever.
Man,
very clever.
That's really good.
And they have their own jar broken, or just directly the one from the trend?
No, I think there was just on a jar broken because the trend was about...
I think I recognize the King office there in the background.
I think it was the bottle that was kind of...
Oh, but that's brilliant. That's really good.
Very good. Very good use.
They definitely made their money back on the broken bottle.
Oh, yeah,
of course.
Yeah, broken jar, yeah.
Yeah, so we have then the Kingdom Guard, which is basically...
No
hook.
Oh, this snake!
No hook at all.
Everywhere.
There was no hook at all, but
they
I
can't
still...
win the Hook Awards.
No,
this looks really good.
Yeah, that's what because this is like nowhere near the gameplay. It's just like complete fake as fuck. But what can we do? But I wanted to just showcase.
What can we do? Just have low CPIs.
That's low CPIs. Yeah, exactly. That's low CPIs.
And low CPIs we trust.
They use this dragon stack kind of snake everywhere now. It's basically in the screenshots in the
icon.
I think in the game
icon.
Yeah. And then there's another kind of view on this snake again. It's like there's again no hook, but interesting, kind of grabbing the attention. Well, that's it.
I'm just waiting for my favorite Whiteout survival creative.
Yes,
I hope you included it.
We are going there. We're going there. We have a few more. So we have Travel Town, which is also a merge game. This
as a blonde, I can never agree with someone abusing other blonde people. You know, like
yes, I can imagine. But you know, like what was this basically taken from Merge Mansion?
Yeah, this kind of merge mystery mention.
Yeah, merge mansion mystery. Yeah.
Finding a camera in your living room, blah blah blah.
But Love and Pies has it as well. It's like all these like secret basements and all of the drama, and I don't know, like
I don't get this thing. Like, there's zero secrets within these games, zero.
But yes, of course, it's zero secrets, but apparently that works with the female audience. Like they want drama, they want to see like maybe there's a secret.
But there's zero drama in these games, literally zero.
Yes, but it's drama in the.
But there's drama as us discussing it.
Yes, yeah, it's very big drama. So now we can also have Township, which is also
Golden Goblins.
Yeah, it's also no hook. There's no hook, but at least there's like satisfying feeling at the beginning.
Satisfying feeling of fake gameplay.
Yeah, it's like altered gameplay. What are you talking about? no, it's not even close to altered gameplay. It's completely fake. Yeah, it's completely fake. But honestly, like I need to write about we need to talk about Township. It's just growing like fucking crazy. It's still growing and growing. Look it up. It's really
we should do it. We should do a deep dive on it.
It's definitely doing quite well. And
Let's
now
do that for the next couple of weeks.
Now we are talking about the hooks. And let me try. Let me start with the first creative.
Oof, that is so satisfying.
Eyes with windblower.
Even in the creatives. I mean, it will get even better from now on. And I couldn't find the real like train station with the real snow and real people that we kind of show in some of the episodes before, but they even made it with look.
Oh no way.
They did.
Wow, it's animated?
Yes, they did it with their own. Yes. So what happened here?
This is such a good creative. Oh, that's
our
a great
dear
creative.
listeners. They had this hook with real people taken from somewhere from the YouTube, and now they recreated it in their own world with their own assets, and it's just beautiful. It's just like it makes me really happy. Seriously, like this is like now we're getting to you see.
Now we're getting to the top 3, maybe. Like this is probably one of the best hooks of this year.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Man, Township is growing like crazy. 1 million a day, probably IAP.
Anyway,
I'm not sure if 1 million a day is not is bad or good.
For like a 10-year-old game,
that's quite good, no?
So it's like amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So I wasn't even sure like if you're like.
I don't know. Like it's going up.
Yeah, it's going really well. So
how much like
how
money does this cost? Like all of these animations within the 3D environment now.
If you look at it, they have these. I'm pretty sure like all these scenes are just built already like million
like
times
Unity
before.
or something.
And yes, yeah. We are getting.
It looks amazing.
It looks really good, but it's.
Oh, I know that. This is a meme.
Look,
like I've seen that one for years. The first start there. Man, Whiteout survival, man. Like,
look, like they're making 70 million a month.
Yeah, like they know what they're doing.
They know,
like, respect, man.
Yeah, that's like very big respect. Seriously, like this is amazing.
Probably the studio that surprised me the most this year by just the sheer quality is for sure. Like, yeah, they're killing it.
As soon as we started talking about Frozen City and Whiteout Survival and like the revenue growth they've seen in the last years, Jesus Christ, like from zero to hero. Seriously, this is my favorite.
Yeah, I know this one as well. This one
time-lapse chair covered in snow.
Yes, time-lapse chair. This one was my favorite for sure. And then we can go. There's one more which is quite good.
Snow. What? Okay, this one.
It's like
the ramming train is still my best yet.
Yeah.
It's like
but look,
next level.
Look at this.
So it's basically a water balloon over Earth that's covered in snow, and then they pop the water balloon, and it goes all over Earth.
So and then they use this like car crash in like few different creatives as well as a hook.
Yeah.
Kind of works in combination with there was a pre-hook and the hook.
Mm-hmm. Now there's gameplay, the usual one.
Yeah, well,
which is Golden Goblins.
This is Golden Goblins. So if you think about it, like these guys from Century Games, and kudos to Haven, which we talked about different things with him, and at our yacht party in Busan in South Korea. They're super clever guys, and they're using different mechanics from different games in these in these creatives. You can see like
different concepts.
Different concepts, yes, yeah, different concepts. It basically even like different genres, right? And we have like few more.
What?
Yes. Even like, but do you see the connection? Yeah. Like the connection, like from the hook to the like kind of like a gameplay. Yeah. It's just like it's brilliant.
It's kind of seamless.
Yes. It's as seamless as Frozen City to Whiteout Survival onboarding. Of course. And then we have the last one.
The last hook of the year?
Oh.
Flamethrower
on snow.
Moving snow.
Really?
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Look, but it's in the gameplay. Look, it's in the creative. Seriously, can you see it? It's just like... Seriously, like the connection, I haven't seen such a good connection from like the hook to creative.
So there's a guy with water hose is actually breathing fire instead of water.
Yes. And then saving the other folks to create the village and the city. So yeah, that was like... So all those are like the contenders for the hook of the year. Now, okay, before we go to the two additional bonus sections, so which one of these was the best for you guys? Honestly,
Felix,
man, without a shadow of a doubt, there's two uncontested winners. It's Candy Crush, basically. Glass jar of candies falling down the stairs breaking, and probably that's tied with Whiteout Survival train moving and spraying all the passengers with snow.
Yes.
Yeah, the train's also like my favorite because it's very seamless then into the game. It's like it's a hook, but it it doesn't have that kind of a contrast between real life and 3D environment there, so it's kind of very, very seamless.
That's true. Okay. So I would say the Candy Crush TikTok meme was like really super good combination, but then the Whiteout Survival, either the train, which was also the like real life kind of creative before, but now it's just like this is brilliant. So, okay, we have, I guess, the Whiteout Survival, then the train kind of wins. Then we have the Candy Crush on the second spot. And then let's say number 3, what would it be? The Age of Apes? the Gorilla?
The Gorilla was also pretty good.
Gorilla was really good, but is either Gorilla or Pedro Pascal's Close Up, because like fame, stardom, like you can't put a price on that. I mean, they kind of can, I guess.
You can put a really big price on that.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's such a hook, right? Because, you know, people are like, oh, I know Pedro Pascal. I like Pedro Pascal. He's like Tom Hanks. I have nothing evil to say about him. Like, it's such a good hook.
Not yet.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would say the Age of Apes rather than just Pedro Pascal.
To be honest, like I also like the new iteration on the Hero Wars ads, but it's not on the hook. The hook's kind of the same. But like
this
the
is
story
Captain
concept.
Hook Awards. This is
Captain Hook.
Awards.
Yeah, this is Captain Hook.
Yeah.
If you are one of the creative masterminds behind any of these creatives, let us know, and we will send you.
Also, you know, let's leave the third place for our listeners to decide. So let's tell us in our Slack channel, like which of these or like what would be like the order for you guys, and then we can discuss it. And now I'm definitely going to show you like the creative that won the weirdest shit thing that I've ever seen in my whole life.
Weirdest creative of your life?
Yes.
What?
So. But it's like it doesn't end here. It doesn't end here, man. It doesn't end.
Why am I watching this?
And like I was looking for creatives.
What?
That meant like this is not even
what
close to the end.
Man?
I don't know
how to describe this.
Yes, exactly.
Why he has Goro hands now?
Man, how much hallucinogenics is this person on? What?
I don't know, but this is just like.
How did you find this?
I was looking into the top creative section on the top creative section in Sensor Tower, and I was like, wait a second, what is this? I was like, what? Like this giant guy like pissing into the toilet. It's like, what? Why? Like, why? I was like, okay, well, I need to watch this in the end.
Cannot even describe this.
Yeah, it's like, sorry guys. Yeah,
go watch the
if
YouTube.
you're listening to this, like, you should definitely go and watch this. It's absolutely terrible. And then we have the sexist creative, which it should be stopped right away because this is just terrible. And it's like Playflux, which is a tile match game, and it's just like all around, like, again.
I wish this would end. This is just painful to watch. It's just like
it's very, very bad.
Even worse than the usual freezing family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So please, guys, stop it. Most probably it's getting you great CPIs, but like, you know, like there's a fine line between CPIs and like being total asshole. Okay, I don't want to see this until the end. And I think that's it basically. So we have Whiteout Survival, Candy Crush, and then then all of this weird shit and happening.
So we're going to be in two places, right? Matej, you're giving a fancy talk in London.
PGC London. Oh, well, actually, I have two talks. So I have the TikTok panel discussion about launching new games, and then I have Mobile Mavens panel discussion on Tuesday.
I also have a fancy talk at PGC
about
there you go. Spend depth.
Wait.
Guess what, guys? I also have a fancy talk at PGC.
Oh, no.
But
no way.
Yeah, gaming ad placements to mobile applications.
Nice. All right. So we are gonna, have the PGC takeover, because we also are gonna have a party on Tuesday. So as soon as we have the details, I will share it in the show notes. Well, we will share it in the podcast most probably.
And all our listeners is invited. If you happen to be in games in PGC London, you're all invited to come to our party.
And also, as you heard during the listening of this podcast, we partnered up with Games Forum, so you should also register and come to see us. We're going to have a live session. Games Forum. It's quite a good conference, actually.
It's really good.
Yeah. Right. So happy New Year, I guess, because this
comes out after New Year, so
Yeah.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Yeah, there you
Happy
go.
New Year. Because I mentioned in the intro, like if I want to get COVID again, then this should be live. Yeah, this should be live on 1st of Jan. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Thank you very much. Subscribe, share this with your friends, colleagues, dogs and cats.
See you in our Slack channel.
And see you in our Slack channel. Bye-bye.